Hello friends, my name is Adrian and I'm joined by
Jerry.
And this week we are covering Clube da Esquina by Milton, Nascimento and Borges. What do you know about this record?
The name you just said out loud.
Brazilian record, one of the most iconic Brazilian albums. It's a mixture of tons of different styles of music. The album name kind of translates directly to Corner Club, alludes to like the place that they met and would hang out on weekends and like play music and like talk and whatever. An iconic album cover, which a lot of people thought was them as children, but it's actually not.
It is a cool cover. The expressions are they give a lot. They make you wonder. They pull you right in.
Yeah, so I guess this is a first for the channel, but I'm excited. This album, I haven't listened to it in a while, but really enjoyed it when I listened to it last year. Obviously with the language, it being in Portuguese, we were not going to be able to really talk about the lyrical content.
Oh, right, dude, right.
What I think I've said this when we did like Rizowski, I think it makes you focus on like the melodic elements of the music.
The hardest part for me.
Or I guess more just like the feeling of it, you know what I mean? These song titles we're gonna butcher, so we're going to alternate, I guess, in terms of who's saying what.
Yeah, our neural network naturally gravitates towards Spanish when we see Q's and U's.
Yeah. As always, the full version is on our Patreon. We can start with track 1. Did you want to try this one?
Oh yes, please. Track 1 is called Tudo, Você, Podia, Ser. I feel like that was too Spanish, but whatever.
Você sonhava que ia ser melhor depois. Você queria ser o grande herói das estradas. Tudo que você queria ser.
I love the two guitars, the rhythm and then the also rhythm.
Yeah.
Não se lembra mais de mim. Você não quis deixar que eu falasse de tudo.
This I love, the Spanish guitar with the slides and the
Ah, sol e chuva.
It's something about the guitar not being a steel string. Is it steel that they use?
yeah, like nickel. And then these are like catgut or nylon.
Yeah, there's something about that sound of the guitar that is just so pretty and accompanied by a shaker. And the drums were there, but they're super quiet and kind of just in the right ear. And he has a great voice. And he has crazy range. Like at the end there, you have like that little section where he's like up like into the heavens. Like it's crazy.
I feel like if I spoke Portuguese, I would have believed everything he said.
This was released under a dictatorship, I think, at the time in the 70s, from 1972 in Brazil. So
This album is that old?
yeah, it's 1972, yeah.
Whoa. I thought this was recent.
No, this is like an old one. This is like, I should have said the intro, but yeah, this album is from 1972.
That's impressive. That has that sound. That's so, it's current.
But we can move on to track 2, which is Cais.
How come you got the short one?
Para quem quer se soltar, invento cais, invento mais que a solidão me dá, invento lua nova clarear, invento
Cello.
amor e sei
Yeah. I never really noticed on the album the panning is so dramatic, which I guess is of the time period, right?
Eu queria ser feliz. Invento mar, invento em mim o sonho.
Same thing with the guitar in the left ear, that plucking, just like the last song.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got organ.
Para quem
did.
quer me seguir, eu quero mais.
There's that shaker as well. There's like
Like a rain stick almost.
yeah, but it's like this. I don't know what it's called, but it's like this specific type of shaker that has like it's like shells or something. It's like a, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's on strings.
Yeah, it has a sick sound to it.
That organ is so haunting.
Mm-hmm.
That piano drop is sick. Catch that pan? I just went deaf.
Yeah. Because in the past when I've listened to this, it's been on speakers. So I mean, obviously with these you pick up way more, but it's like, yeah, it went. And I'm curious if this is a remaster or they did that at the time because, anyways.
The picture I'm just noticing as I look at it more, there's barbed wire kind of framing the image. I didn't notice that the first time.
Do you want to do the intro for this one?
Trem Azul.
Okay, yeah, but this is track 3.
Trem Azul. Love the guitar.
Você pega o trem azul, o sol na cabeça. O sol pega o trem azul, você na cabeça.
The bass is great too.
Thank you. Didn't catch that. I couldn't really pick up what the mood was or the atmosphere of it. I felt like nostalgic or looking back, but
Without the lyrics, it's cool because you kind of just fill in the gaps of the feeling of the song with what you just interpret it as.
yeah, I'm picturing him singing it to me.
For me, the whole thing is kind of like a nostalgic thing. Maybe it's just because of the era it's from. It sounds like that.
Overwhelmingly soft, you know, like just the fact that he's singing in his mid-range, gentle, but it was almost like a little bit haunting.
Very breezy feel to me, though, like loose, laid back, warm weather. I mean, Brazil, right?
Beach adjacent.
Yeah, I think it was recorded in a beach house. That melody was great. Like the chorus melody there was really catchy, and all the vocals that came in during that part were really nice.
O sol a trem azul.
Yeah, such a
Mi
nice
se
little melody.
cabeza.
We'll do 2-track run because this one's short.
You're reading. Good luck with that, broski.
Oh man, okay. So track 4 is Saídas y Bandeiras, number 1.
Should I do the second one?
Yeah, and then track 5 is
Nuvem Cigana. Cigana or Cigana? Cigana. Nice bass.
O que vocês diriam dessa coisa que não dá mais pé? O que vocês fariam pra sair
This feels
dessa
60s.
maré? O que era sonho vira terra? Quem vai ser o primeiro a me responder?
love that, like the
Sair dessa cidade, ter a vida onde
So cool.
ela é. Subir novas montanhas, diamantes procurar no fim da história. Eu danço com você, o que você dança.
The guitar's matching the vocal in terms of notes. It's really nice.
Se você deixar o sol.
It's crazy how quiet the drums are in the mix.
Só seremos
Interesting.
ouro e prata.
The strings in the back.
Vem comigo. Se você deixar o coração
That's such a
bater sem
sick
medo.
part, man.
Se você deixar o coração bater sem medo.
This part feels bluesy. A little bit.
Se você quiser,
And then you're out
eu
of it.
danço com você.
The last couple tracks, I feel like for a song, they did a lot. Like there was a lot of effort. A lot of the songs I go see from bands, you know, you've got a bass, you've got a guitar, you got a drum. That's about it. This is a big deal. Like each one of these tracks has felt like a big deal. And then to deliver in such a way that for the first 3/4 of that track, it felt very chill.
I just love like the feeling of the album. Yeah, even without understanding the lyrics, like the melodies are just so strong. And the musicianship and instrumentation is crazy.
I wish I had a Babel fish I could just pop in my ear and just get it.
Okay, so this is track 6, Cravo y Canela.
Me and Julio by the schoolyard.
The whistling too.
morena que temperou, cigana quem temperou o cheiro do cravo. Cigana que temperou, morena quem temperou a cor de canela.
I love the atmosphere. I love the vibes. I love the feel of this album.
Right?
A lua morena, a dança do vento, o ventre da noite, o sol da manhã.
That side stick. Oh no, it's cowbell.
A dança dos rios, o
Well, no, but you're right.
o sol
Well,
da manhã.
This, yeah,
yeah.
both.
Morena que temperou.
This one was very energetic. This one was bright and open and excited and moving around a lot.
Just the feeling, right? And it's just very bright and warm and sunny, which is really nice.
But contrast with the cover.
Yeah, contrast with the cover.
This is track number 7, Dos Cruces.
Testigo de nuestro amor, bajo la noche callada, por dos amores que han muerto, que son el tuyo.
He has such an incredible voice.
The first verse was kind of quiet and cold, and then the next verse or the chorus, whatever that was warm.
O Valle de Santa Cruz,
And there's back to more cold and simple.
Yeah.
o puerto de Doña Elvira, todo quedó en el olvido.
What's droning in the back?
Sounds like there's cello and organ
Nuestras
again.
amores en el
Do you hear
aire
the other vocal?
se han
He has this falsetto that's insane.
Están clavadas dos cruces en el monte del olvido por dos amores que han muerto. Mío.
This feels like the Beatles here.
With slightly more flavor, though. Yeah, that guitar, that distorted one, right up there.
Yes, yeah.
Sometimes, like the mixing, at least on that song, and I think a couple others, how it's mixed, you have like the vocals. Like some of the Beatles mixes are just like god awful, where it's like completely like one and the other. This one, it's like they're kind of blended a little bit in the middle, it feels like, and you have it at certain points where it's like just the vocal, more so on the left, and the guitar on the right. It kind of feels like you're sitting at a table, maybe at the corner club with them, and like one of them is playing guitar to your right and one of them singing to your left.
Yeah.
And it's like cool. Normally I'm not a fan of that, but it really works on this album, I think. But that one had a really nice build, and the percussion was great. His vocals, he's such a great vocalist with crazy falsetto.
Now this one's yours, and I feel like I dodged a bullet in the name game.
This is track 8, Girassol de Sol Cabelo.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I think that's really good.
Vento solar e estrelas do mar, a terra azul da
He has like a much more boyish delivery, low.
é seu vestido cor de mar.
That song's crazy.
Brilha no ar, ainda moro nesta mesma rua. Como vai você? Você vem ou será que é tarde demais?
There's a piano in the back carrying on the melody. Oh, it's gone now. And it was just faded. It was just right here. It was great. They blanked out the left again. That filthy guitar and bass.
I remember reading that the brothers met Nascimento, so it's because you could see it's
Borges.
another one. The brothers worked on the album together, but it seems that way, just given the writers there. Crazy song, amazing piano in the beginning and like the outro, but then you have that break in the middle with these strings that build up all this tension, and then it breaks into a crazy groove with guitar and drums and the piano again. I love his delivery. Yeah, it's just like a sweet, soft delivery.
In terms of emotional reception, that one gave me the most in the album so far. Wow. I don't know. I felt so much. It was a really great song, and mostly because of what you already described, right? Just the nice beginning, the beautiful piano work, the janky loose string guitar, and it makes you feel like, yeah, it's gonna be okay. We have track 9 next, and it's San Vicente.
Coração americano, acordei de sonho estranho, gosto, vidro e corte, sabor de chocolate, no corpo e na cidade, sabor de vida e morte.
After this feels very 60s, but not anymore.
Church bells or no? So after the T, it's E sounds. San Vicente. I said te. That's Espanol.
All these songs, it's a nice form. Like it's very, very few that are just repeating sections. You know, they kind of all grow.
Yeah, like a lot of the modern songs, they'll bring you back to this thing that they've set up, and then you get this dopamine endorphin release. And these guys are doing it just with their pure musicality. This is what you would describe as fully goated musical arrangement and delivery.
Okay, well, we got a 2-track run here. We have track 10, Estrelas, and track 11, Clube da Esquina Nº 2. I already have chills. This is my favorite song from the album. But
The strings really give it so much right now.
yeah. Like, I love that vocal that's playing, that's humming along with the guitar. Like, those vocals are insane, dude. Yeah, I try not to preface songs too much, but that song, when I listened to the album for the first time, I was kind of like doing something, and I was like doing something, and I heard this song come on. I was like, okay, I gotta stop and like listen to this one. And it's an instrumental, which I believe they eventually added lyrics to that one. The melody is just so strong in that one, and it's just the feeling of that song. I don't know. It's something about it that got me when I first listened to it, and I was like, this is crazy. Because it's kind of sad, but not completely. And his vocals playing along with that guitar melody are so pretty. And it shows his range because he's going super high. And I watched a video of him doing it. It's like crazy to watch. And the bass is just such a great little bass line.
Well done, sad music actually can make you feel happy or not alone.
It just always stood out because it's kind of this like full fleshed out arrangement. Beautiful strings. There's tons of Baroque elements across the whole album with like orchestration. And to me, that one had the most feeling, or it resonated the most with me out of all of them.
Track 12, Paisagem da Janela. This is kind of like playful and funny.
Da janela lateral do quarto de dormir, vejo uma igreja, sinal de glória, vejo muro branco e voo pássaro, vejo uma grade, velho sinal, mensageiro natural de coisas naturais.
That twangy guitar right here.
The piano's giving blues though. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Desses homens sórdidos, quando eu falava desse temporal, você não quer acreditar.
That song felt like a closer, you know?
It is a double album. So I was going to say that it's halfway.
But didn't it have that feel?
Yeah, I'm wondering where the split is because I guess halfway would have been the last track because that was track 11. There's 21 tracks. But I know what you mean. I wonder where the split on the vinyl version is. But I was just thinking, like, this is one of the albums I want to have on vinyl. You know, it's like one of those classics that just feels like it would be amazing to have a physical copy of. But it is halfway.
Okay, well, everyone, it's snack time here. For some reason, it feels like today is the day of making everything difficult to pronounce. So this is Bai, and it's Wonder Water, coconut water. Okay, I'm going to smell it first because that's what a weird guy does.
Yeah, it tastes like body wash. It's good, though.
I'm a coconut man. I love Bounty bars, the 2 little coconut bars with chocolate on top.
Coconut water is supposed to be good for you, right?
I mean, that's what people selling coconuts tell you.
You got 1.5 milligrams of zinc. Well, that was good water. We're moving on to the second half. So we have track 13, Me Deixa em Paz.
Não devia me procurar, não devia me iludir, nem deixar eu me apaixonar.
Good job, buddy.
Lovely
Se você não me
guest vocalist too, female vocalist.
And then our guys are doing the
Yeah.
up high harmony.
devia me procurar, nem deixar
That guitar is eating.
me apaixonar,
Yeah, it is.
Such
evitar a dor.
It's playing like his life depends on it. And they got Bossa Nova.
Yeah.
Evitar esse amor
Oh man.
é muito mais. Me deixa em paz.
Yeah, that song was great.
Bossa Nova flavor made me think of like the classics. At some point, we're gonna do like It's Gilberto, Jobim stuff. Lovely vocals, and I love the percussion in the last part where I think Nascimento took over. So groovy, and the guitar playing in the first half.
So, hey, now we've got track 14, Os Povos.
Na beira do mundo portão de ferro, aldeia.
Those are vocals in the right.
Really?
Meu povo,
Brazilian Nick Drake.
não quis
Just putting it out there.
do que é novo.
Yeah, they have a similar tone.
And this feels really atmospheric and
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
E minha cidade te torna a se encontrar só. Casa iluminada, portão de
I love the vocal. Because every once in a while he'll like breathe. You can kind of hear it.
that happens to me too.
meu povo.
I was just gonna start glazing him vocally again, but I think I've done that enough.
The vocals are the star of the show on that song. The guitar in the background, actually, this with the constant plucking, there's a tinniness to it that's almost off-putting. Some of those notes he holds, you just think he can't, and he just keeps going. That one, I think, for me, would sound better not in my ears. If that was in a room, it'd be better. It was too intense for my ears.
With the headphones, it definitely brings like that much more attention to the panning and the mixing choices, which on this one, it's very dramatic. You know, like it's very, like lots of hard pans. 2-track run here. We'll do track 15, Saídas y Bandeiras Nº. 2, and track 16, Gosto de Sol.
Back to the 60s vibe.
O que vocês diriam dessa coisa?
'Cause it's number 2.
Mais perto. O que vocês fariam pra sair dessa maré? O que era pedra vira cor.
Yeah, we had the number 1 earlier on.
Sounded just like this one.
Andar por avenidas enfrentando o que não dá mais pé. Juntar todas as forças pra vencer essa maré. O que era pedra vira homem.
I love it when you can hear the fingers sliding against the fret in the bass, like you can picture it. Feels so real.
This one, the panning on the vocal is interesting. Yeah, but I can't tell if it's 2 or they're somehow splitting it up. I don't know.
This is so familiar.
Yeah, it has a feeling like that. I don't know. When I first heard it, I had the same feeling. It's like this melody sounds... It sounds... Yeah. This section right here, though, is a testament to the variety that they have on this. It's pretty crazy.
And the people they're playing for who would appreciate this. This is not pop.
Yeah. Well, I think at the time it wasn't received well. It sounds like ELO kind of, but ELO's after.
Like, I like the second one more because I'd heard the first one before and it was very similar. I love the bass line in the first song and the way the arrangement comes together. Yeah, the second song was very intimate.
And I did love that string part at the end. Yeah, very Baroque again. Makes you think of like the 60s, like chamber pop, Baroque pop sort of thing, like the stuff Beatles were doing and like the Beach Boys and that sort of thing. Really, really cool song.
For track 17, it's Pelo, Amor, Deus, Lilia. Track 18.
Kind of got an Italian flow going.
Fotos de uma velha festa, Ossos tão antigos, fatos tão passados. No meio das fotos vai roendo um rato, corre um rato, pega, pelo amor de Deus.
Really spacey there.
Yeah.
Num almanaque, aventuras de pastores e cordeiros. Quando eu termino.
That's a bossa nova rhythm.
Thank you.
But this is some crazy shit going on.
What is it?
Something that's like completely drowned out in reverb. And this organ.
It's space stuff.
Yeah.
Do you feel any connection to the first early avalanches?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they sampled a lot of Brazilian music. Even Mad Villainy. Madlib sampled tons of Brazilian music too. I also just stopped that. I wasn't supposed to stop it.
Oh, you're cheating on your... It did remind me of music that came after.
So track 19 is Trem de Doido.
I love distorted guitars, filthy drum beats, that bass. This is the most goated start yet.
Noite azul, pedra e chão, amigos num hotel muito além do céu, nada a temer.
It seems more like his songs, the low songs, lean more in like the rocky feel a little bit more.
This is incredible.
Do mercado. Quero estar onde estão os sonhos desse hotel, muito além do céu, de pavor.
This bass is ridiculously filthy.
Yeah, it is. It's really nice.
Minha casa.
And the level of distortion on the guitar is perfect. Just scratches that itch.
It's also a nice contrast from these really soft and pretty vocals.
When you said earlier you wanted the vinyl of this, now I want the vinyl of this. Oh my goodness. Just chill. I don't get it as much as you, but I got it there. That was the one for me. There was one other, that one I called out earlier. I said, this is the one that was emotive and powerful for me. And that one. Those two are just like masterpieces.
The distorted guitar makes you think like the drums should be huge. But in this song and a bunch of the other ones, the drums are mixed super subtly in just the left ear, but it works. Because you hear that distorted guitar, you're like, yeah, you need like a huge drum kit that's in the middle. It's loud, but that one, it's like, no, we'll have the distorted guitar up in the right and the drums there doing crazy fills, but still kind of quiet and just in the left ear. It's like kind of like this, you know?
And that's this whole album. Like when you're this good, you don't need to be loud. And there's very few times where the singing, either of the dudes go crazy, but when they do, you're just like, oh yeah. I really respect the production on this album. Track 20, and I'm really excited to see what this one's, how they follow that last track. For track 20, it is Nada Será Como Antes. That bass.
Nice touch of sleigh bells there for a second. That bass run, did you hear that?
Insanely hard. When I started this track, it sounded like the Monkees. Like the first couple bars felt like the Monkees or like some kind of 1960s band. So I thought,
oh yeah.
So I felt like the beginning of the song was not serious. So I'd made this move, and then we got into it, and it was crazy. Like that's how the 4-piece bands of the 60s should have sounded. It was underwhelming the first couple of notes, and then it was crazy. It was so visceral, that whole song. Great job, guys.
Well, we're on to the last one. So this is track 21, Que Vai Nascer. We tried today with the titles.
Memória de tanta espera, teu corpo crescendo salta do chão, e eu já vejo meu corpo descer. Dia te encontro no meio da sala ou da rua, não sei o que vou contar. Responde por mim o corpo. Divulgas que um dia a dor indicou, e eu caminho com pedras na mão. Na franja dos dias esqueço que é velho e que é manco, e é como te encontrar.
His vocals are just incredible, man. Like it's nuts.
So clean. They saved the drums for the last 8 seconds.
Yeah. I like that they brought the drums in for the last tiny little section to end the record. And I love the sound of the guitar on this song and throughout. Just really pretty. And that one felt very intimate. But they always have the vocals treated with like not tons, but treated with some reverb that makes it have like a big presence.
Great way to end an album. And almost with all of their tracks, even if there is a part that's sad, and we can only go by feel for what's sad. But there was like a loneliness and a calling. But then at the end, they always seem to end with a resolution that feels positive, promising, hopeful. And that ending was.
I mean, what are your overall thoughts on the album?
I can tell that this is part of the DNA of modern music. You know, like this is one of those albums that got passed around between friends and they're like, what is this band doing? Whether subconsciously or not, made its way into the music we're listening to now. I just felt a familiarity right away to it. Some of the familiarity is because of the influence that the 60s music had on this album.
True.
But then carrying it forward, I I'm very sure I could hear in Radiohead, but I loved it. Usually I'm kind of like, if it's in a different language, I don't relate to it so well, but musically, and it's so intimate in your ears, it was beautiful. So, I mean, for me, it's hard to give a rating to, but I liked every song, some more than others. Even the lowest of the songs in my mind were great. So A+ to S, I think A+.
It is hard to rate when you don't know, because so much of, an album is also the lyrical content, so it is hard without knowing what they're talking about. And I mean, we can look it up, of course, but I mean, musically, I do like that when you listen to an album that's not in your language, you're kind of forced to focus on the feeling and like the instruments, as we've had on the show. Sometimes when you're focusing on both, it's kind of hard and kind of sometimes can take away from the overall experience.
Agreed.
When we listen to albums that are in a language that we don't get, it does kind of rein that focus in on the actual feeling. So I don't know, there's pros and cons. For me, I mean, same thing. I can see the influence in modern music. Landmark Brazilian album, and it definitely did get passed around. It's influential to a lot of people, I'm sure. The instrumental palette is crazy. The vocals by both of them and the guest singers, and the variety of songs also awesome. And just the overall feeling of the album, something about it just evokes something special. It's just like this familiarity, but like also comfort, maybe sometimes slight melancholic feel, but also hopeful and breezy and easy to listen to at the same time. It has so many different things.
You're selling.
And the musicianship is just awesome. And just has this vibe about it, this aura, if you will, about it, that it just is so welcoming and just nice to listen to. So I don't know, I would go S+.
If I gave Claro an S, I can give this an S. That's what and Claro was amazing.
I would also wager this, that once knowing the lyrical content and the overall theme, it would also elevate it that much more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we're only taking it at one level, when there's another level that we don't get because we don't speak Portuguese. Something different for the show, but fun.
I'm talking about this album to all my Portuguese friends and students. And I've got a couple in mind right now. I'm coming for you next week to talk to you about this because it's pretty dope.
As always, the full version's on our Patreon. Appreciate all your feedback and suggestions. As always, any last thoughts?
I just want to thank you for joining us.
Until next time, see ya.